This is Curtis Edmond, founder of Enter the Body. So I did a little research for you guys. So this is the ingredients that you can find in most energy drinks. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I had a kickstart on the last video, and I was like, let me see the ingredients on this, and I just wanted to look up the ingredients so I can know what it is that I'm letting into the body. Excuse me. So I'm gonna share what I found out with you guys through looking at, mostly Wiki and Pub. I wrote it down here somewhere. Pub Chem. I went to a chemistry site to find out what was in my drink. Alright. So citric acid, this is basically like, it's made commercially by the fermentation of sugar and used as flavoring. I didn't know what fermentation meant, so I went further. I looked up what is fermentation, and it's a metabolic process that converts sugars to acids, gases, or alcohol. It occurs in yeast and bacteria and also in oxygen-starved muscle cells. When I read that, I was like, whoa, that's going in to my... Something that they use to convert sugars into acid, gases, or alcohol. I'm like, sounds pretty bad. I mean, sugar's already bad, then you convert it into... When I think of acid, I think of like something that if you put it on you, it'll burn a hole in your skin. Like, whenever I think of acid, it's like something that burns a hole through something. I don't know. I'm not a chemist, but that's just always what acid seems like to me. And then gases, of course, is like... And then alcohol is like, the next one was concentrate. So there's different kind of concentrates, but it's all pretty much the same. There's just different flavorings and stuff. So it's a substance made by removing water or other diluting agent. I don't know about you guys, but I don't remember water being a type of diluting agent. So it'll take something like coconuts or oranges and basically remove the water from it, and that's how it will concentrate. So you have something good, but you take all the good, you suck all the goodness out of it, then you put it back into the drink. That's pretty much what that means. This next one I can barely say. Sodium hexametaphosphate. There's probably a better way of saying it. Used to stabilize processed food. And then, they give a little more information, so I'll give you a little more information. FDA recognizes this ingredient as generally safe, but excessive consumption can negatively impact your bones, kidney, and heart. And usually when you, up your energy, it's going to affect your heart and your liver. So, is it stabilizing the processed food, or is it in there for energy purposes? Potassium sorbate. sorbate, white salt that is very soluble, mainly for preserving food. Salt, basically. Ascorbic acid, vitamin C. I guess that's the way they make the vitamin C or something. But it's not gonna. It's vitamin C probably, but it's not gonna have the same result as eating an orange. It's not gonna have the. I don't think vitamins. I mean, I think it could be duplicated in some form, but it's not the same. It's like sugar and sweet and low. It's not the same, you know. Gum Arabic, also known as acacia gum, a natural gum made of the hardened sap of various species of the acacia tree. So they put sap in there. I don't know if that's could be good. I mean, it's probably the most natural thing that I've seen from this whole thing. The next one is caffeine. This is the definition for caffeine, or what it had in Wiki. A central nervous system stimulant. That's so from. I'll get into that later. Most widely consumed psychoactive drug in the world. That's what they called it. The most psychoactive drug in the world. Well, they don't call it the most psychoactive. The most widely consumed psychoactive drug in the world. So I looked up central nervous system. The complex of nerve tissues that controls the activities of the body. In vertebrates, it comprises the brain and spinal cord. Like, this is your nervous system. Like, this is... Why do you think you're energized and, like, scattered and can't... It's crazy. It affects your central nervous system. Psychoactive, a drug affecting the mind. So it's a mind-altering drug. For those of you who drink coffee and don't know what you're drinking, that's what it is, pretty much. Acesulfame potassium, sugar substitute. There's probably a bunch of those in here. Sucralose, artificial sweetener. The majority of ingested sucralose is not broken down by the body, so it is non-caloric, meaning there's no calories in it because your body doesn't break it down. But really, it's like, so it's just sitting in your body. It's just, do you sweat it out? I mean, how do you get it out of your body? If your body, if it's not broken down by your body and it goes into your body, then what happens to it? Niacinamide, I think that's how you say it, a vitamin found in food used as a dietary supplement and medication, vitamin B3 basically. Again, it's not from a natural source, it's probably man-made or whatever. Glycerol ester of rosin, an oil-soluble food additive used to keep oils in suspension in water. So I think it's just kind of keeping everything together. So it all works out, I guess. I'm not sure on that. Calcium disodium EDTA, a chemical salt used to separate heavy metals from dyes and other substances. Man. Basically, they're usually in a can. So when they're in a can, they put that chemical in for certain things not to mix in with the can so that the can doesn't get into the taste. But you're still drinking the chemical that does that. Oh man, it just gets gooder and gooder. It's gooder. Calcium pantothenate. Not sure if I said that right. Calcium salt of the water, soluble vitamin B5 found in plants and animal tissues with antioxidant property. That could be good. I mean, it sounds cool. It sounds good. Yellow 5, yellow 6. Watch out for these colors, man, because these colors they'll get you. Food coloring. Heavily correlated with hyperactivity, especially in children. It's especially in children. This is what these colorings are mainly used on. Candy, cakes, drinks, and ice cream. So like sodas and juices and stuff like that. If your kid's running around like real hyper and you don't know why and you just gave him that juice box, you better make sure there's no yellow 5, yellow 6 in that juice box. I mean, if you got kids running around and you drinking some sodas, you better check what's in that soda. Them yellow 5s and yellow 6s, you don't want those in there. Or red 40s or blue 20s. I don't know what other ones there is, but anytime you see that food coloring, you don't want to be around that. Hyperactivity is the condition of being abnormally or extremely active. So, you know that it's not good to be hyper, like overly, your body's all tense all day. Next one, pyridoxine hydrochloride, a water-soluble vitamin B. Don't know if it's natural or not. Probably not. Don't know. High fructose corn syrup. This is in every soft drink ever made. The only way they'll do it, except I think Coca-Cola made like a real sugar one. I don't know. A sweetener made from cornstarch that has been processed by glucose isomerase to convert some of its glucose into fructose. Basically, it's taking away the processing and just going straight to the fructose. I mean, you can look it up and understand glucose and insulin and fructose and how all this makes sense, but that's basically doing that part for you that your body's supposed to do. So, I don't know. Resources, PubChem and Wikipedia. If you don't trust what I'm saying, you can look it up. I'm not saying what I'm saying is the truth. This is just the information I looked for and found, and now I'm sharing it with you. If you guys like it, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe to the video. I'm going to be making more of these. I'll do some more research. Keep you guys updated with things, and hopefully get you to start thinking of how to enter the body and what to enter the body, and we can learn this together. Read those labels. Definitely read those labels.